Welcome back to the channel. They changed up the lineup for this card, so today we're going to be breaking down the main card, doing videos on that. There's one, two, three, nope, three, four, five, six videos we're going to be talking about. But first, we're going to be starting with Nikita Krylov versus Paul Craig. If I am correct, if I'm not wrong, Paul Craig said this is his last fight. He will be retiring after this. And again, we all know what Paul Craig's going to do, what he's going to want to do, all of those things. We get it. Dang it. His last win was against Jamal Hill, and if we've seen Jamal Hill, we know how impressive that actually is. He's coming off of, he's 4-1, 4-0-1 in his last 5 fights. Did get a draw against Shogun, but then TKO'd Shogun, and then again submitted Jamal Hill. They have it as TKO KO, which it's fucking stupid, but he did not arm injury and strikes from guard. It's a submission, modified submission. It was an arm bar. Either way, Nikita Krylov, 27 wins, 8 losses, 2-3 in his last 5 fights from Ukraine. 29 years old, stands 6'3" with a 77.5-inch reach. Paul Bearjew Craig, 34 years old, 6'3" as well, with a 76-inch reach. Again, we know where Paul Craig wants us. He wants us on the ground. He wants it slow, methodical pace. Again, he wants it on the ground. That is where he's great. He even, if we've seen how good Magomed Ankalaev is, Paul Craig is that one loss. Paul Craig submitted him, even though he was getting beat up, but Ankalaev stayed in his guard too long and he submitted him. It's the way it is. That's how good his guard is. It's how good his triangles are, submissions, all those things. Where do we think Krylov is good? Oh, he's good on the ground. He has pretty good striking. I would say the biggest advantage for Krylov, Nikita Krylov, Jesus. Where he's best at is, we would say, just mixing it up. Again, his best chance against Paul Craig is his striking, I think. Keeping the distance, throwing the strikes out. We've seen him get head kick knockouts before. We've seen those things from him. Like he knocked out Ed Herman with a head kick. It was a very nice head kick, actually, honestly. Paul Craig is the plus 145 underdog. Krylov is minus 175. Again, Krylov is 2-3 in his last 5 fights. I believe his only win in the UFC since coming back is OSP, and OSP has looked a shell of his former self. Actually, that is not true. Came back, submitted by that's 3 years ago, Juan Bogovic. Then he fought OSP 2 years ago. Won rear naked choke. Lost to Glover champion, split decision. Beat Johnny Walker in an awfully boring fight. And then lost to Magomed Ankalaev. So, Krylov lost to Ankalaev. Paul Craig beat Ankalaev, which I don't think that really does anything. It's just matchups. Again, Krylov against Paul Craig, you gotta think he's gonna strike with him. You gotta think he's gonna try to beat him up, and Paul Craig's gonna look for that takedown. My thing is if he can't get that takedown, what does he do? Because I think he's gonna eat a lot of punches, and I don't think that he's gonna be able to sustain that for 3 rounds. So I have Krylov, a weird fight, probably a pretty boring fight, but I have Krylov TKO, probably later in the fight. I'm going to say first round. Later. That's earlier, idiot. First round for Krylov by punches. As always, guys, please hit the thumbs up button as hard as you possibly can. Hit the subscribe button if you like what you see. If not, it's okay. I'll win you over a little bit later, hopefully. And you know what it is.